Hey guys, it's SJ. Welcome to Baby Name Mondays on my channel. I'm using a light today because it is already like really dark and it's 4 o'clock. But I think it makes me look really weird, so hopefully don't be distracted. But sorry there was no Baby Name Monday last week. We have been on holiday in Florida, which was just such an incredible week, and I just used the time to chill out with my 3 little kids and relax. So yeah, there was no Baby Name Monday for the first time in a year. I will link all my Baby Name Monday videos in the description box below if you are new and you want to binge watch them all because you're naming a baby, or you just want to go back and see if you can find your names or some names that you love. Do go ahead and follow that link. I'm SJ, I'm mum of 3, I'm a huge baby name enthusiast. You're on the right channel if you love baby names. Don't forget to subscribe for these weekly videos. This week is such a lovely baby name list for you. There's some beautiful names on this list, but I wanted to do one that you guys have requested, which is stunning names with beautiful nicknames. So nicknames is quite a thing. Like, are you into nicknames? Let me know in the comments below, because I was thinking, am I into nicknames? I am, in a big way, because my name obviously is Sarah Jane. Not obviously, but my name is Sarah Jane and I go by SJ, and loads of people just started calling me SJ. My dad calls me SJ, my niece and nephews call me Auntie SJ. So yeah, it's just become like my nickname really. My sister's called Naomi and she goes by Mimi because I couldn't say Naomi when I was little. So that's often how nicknames come around as well. Or you're quite deliberate about choosing a name because you like the nickname. I always thought about nicknames when I was naming my children, and I always give them little pet names. So some of these are more pet names. So like Freddie, I always called him Puppy. He was my first baby and he was like, I've got to go and walk the puppy, because he was just so like this little baby who was just so spirited like that. So yeah, there are lots of gorgeous names on here, and I will get right in and I will go boy, girl, boy, girl. So starting with girls, the first name I've chosen is the name Cosette. Isn't Cosette just a gorgeous name? You'll probably know it if you love musicals, because it is a character in Les Mis. I love Les Mis and I love this name. Cosette is a French name. The musical play is obviously French, and it's just a stunning little name. She is the illegitimate daughter of Fontaine and Felix, and her real name is actually Euphrasie, but she goes by Cosette her whole life, which means little pet, which is just so stunning. And I heard this name recently on one of my friend Kate Bridges channels with the nickname. Her friend has a Cosette and nicknames her Cozy. And I just absolutely love it, and it's really what made me want to do this list so much. I just think that is so beautiful. What a cute little nickname. Cozy is just beautiful and so perfect for a little baby. But I also really love the more wearable daily nickname of Coco. So if you really like the name Coco but you're not sure if you're daring enough to go for it, you could go with Cosette. There was only 7 babies named Cosette last year, so it's super unique and beautiful as well. So a boy name with an amazing cutesy pet name is the name Hugo. I love the name Hugo. It's one of my all-time favourites. It's getting really popular now. It is at number 48 here in the UK. Check my Mac. I don't have these stats literally imprinted in my brain. So yes, it is a gorgeous name, and it means heart and mind and spirit in German. So it's a really spiritual one as well. And I absolutely love the nickname Huggy. If you had a Hugo when he was little, he could be Huggy, and that's what really sells this name to me. I just think it is really adorable. Hugo is a very handsome grown-up name, and it makes it kind of cute on a tiny little baby. Could obviously be Huey as well, which is really sweet and kind of Disney-esque. So yeah, Huggy for a little Hugo would be really adorable. Next up for girls is the name Aurora. So you may have heard the name Aurora before. She's actually the Latin goddess of the dawn. How nice is that? And it's also the name of Sleeping Beauty in the Disney movies and in the fairy tale. So yeah, Aurora is becoming really popular at the moment. It actually ranks in the UK at number 80, so it's in the top 100 now, and I've heard it being used quite a lot. What do you think of Aurora? And what I love about this is the nickname Rory. So Aurora is such a feminine, beautiful name, and then Rory is this kind of unexpected, kind of kick-ass nickname, which I absolutely love. I just think it is good, and it would just be a really unexpected and sweet little girl nickname. What do you reckon? Next up for boys is the name Sebastian. So Sebastian is such a popular baby name. It really is. I get so many people I watch a lot of other baby name lists, and people often talk about the name Sebastian as one of their favourite boy names, and it's because it's long, it's trendy and it's cool, but often people say it's because it's got so many brilliant nicknames. So Seb is a really lovely one. It's just short and sweet but funky and cool as well. Bas is another great one, and Bas is actually a Danish or Dutch name all on its own right, so it's a gorgeous one as well, Bas, and I think that that's really, really cute. Or I found this on a forum and I thought it was lovely. You could have a Sebastian, and this mum nicknamed her Sebastian Buster. So Buster's really cute, isn't it? And it does actually really fit Sebastian. And while Sebastian is a very popular name, Buster is not so popular, more around the low 800s. So yes, you could have a Sebastian who goes by Buster. What do you think? Does that make sense to you, or does it seem like a strange out there one? I think Buster's really cute because it kind of just makes them sound like a little bit of a tearaway. Sebastian's quite a grand name and Buster's more of a little like dude name, isn't it? So yeah, I really like it. For girls, I've chosen Dorothea. Dorothea is a really gorgeous name. I think we often think about Dorothy, and it's got such Wizard of Oz connotations. It might put some people off, even though I love it. Dorothea is a beautiful vintage name, and she could go by Thea, which is a very popular name in its own right, but I absolutely love Dot. Dottie is actually quite a popular name. It's more popular than Dorothea, and it's at around number 300 in the charts. There's lots of little baby Dotties running around, which is so cute, and I love the fact that they can wear little Dottie clothes and just be really sweet. But Dot by itself I think is even more quirky because it's less popular. So yeah, Dot is cute and it just perfectly suits like a little mini baby. So Dorothea is a gorgeous long vintage name that's really unique and stand out, with a beautiful little Dot or Dottie as a nickname. For boys, what do you think of the name Charles? So Charlie is really popular, but Charles is less so. It's actually on a downward incline. It's at number 73, so it's not out of the top 100, but it's like going down, and I just think it is beautiful. I don't know if that's because of Prince Charles. I'm not so keen on him, but I love it. I just love the sort of old manness of it and the sort of vintage quirkiness of being a Charles rather than a Charlie. But the reason I chose this is because I am obsessed with the nickname Chip. Isn't Chip just so cute? It's like that expression we have in England, chip, you're a chip off the old block, like a little chip of wood. And I just think that that is adorable. And Chip from, I'm feeling like I'm doing loads of Disney stuff, maybe because I've been in like Disneyland, because Chip is also from Beauty and the Beast, isn't it? I just realised as I was saying that. Sebastian's from Little Mermaid. I've been Disney-ified. But yes, Chip is really cute, and it's really kind of like got that old 1920s vibe to it as well. Funny story, I mentioned the name Chip before as like a guilty pleasure name on another list. And somebody used to left me a really angry comment saying, this is a fried food, do some research. I was like, I'm English, I know what a chip is. I think that makes me love the name even more. So yeah, Chip is obviously a little food as well. If you're not from England, maybe you didn't know that. It's a fry, you know that, right? But that does not put me off the name. I think Chip is super cute nickname for a Charles. For girls, the name Penelope is stunning. It's getting more and more popular. It's just beautiful and long, gives you so many nickname options. She could obviously be Penny, which is really, really cute. She could be Lo as well, and I really like Lo as a nickname. I've always liked it. I don't know why, it just sounds really pretty to me. I love the L sound of it. And also she could be Nelly, which is a popular name in its own right, nickname name. So maybe like a Charlotte and a Lottie. I think Penelope and Penny or Nelly is a really good choice, and she can kind of play around with it for her whole life if she wants to. I also really like the idea of calling a Penelope Sweet Pea, because I just think that's really cute when they're little, and obviously that would work for any pea name, but Sweet Pea would be really, really cute. For boys, a really lovely name is the name Beresford. It is an old English name. It's actually a nature name, it has a nature meaning. It is a ford where barley grows. So it's really cool, and it's a jazz musician's surname. Steve Beresford is a very famous jazz musician, which is where my friend Beresford gets his name from. So I think I like this because I really like, obviously, my friend Beresford is really cool, and I just think it's a lovely name. I think Ford is a really cool nickname as well, but he goes by Berry, and I've always loved it because it's just really unique, and it's very gentle and soft sounding, but very, very, very cool. So if you were called Berry, you're just a little bit quirky, a little bit out there, and I just think it's really nice. And Beresford is perfectly on that surname as first name trend as well. It's got the big nature tick, it's got the super cool nickname tick. He sometimes does get confused as Barry. So that's the only little downside of this, but Berry, very cool. Okay, I've got two more, one girl and one boy now. I'm not sure if I've done more boys and more girls. I'm a little bit confused by my own list. So next up is the name Aurelia. So Aurelia I love because it could have the nickname Goldie, because the name comes from the Latin word for gold, aurum, and then became Aurelia as a name. I love Goldie so much. I just think it's like Goldie Horn, it's 70s, it's hipstery, it's really, really trendy. And my last boy name, I've definitely done the wrong amount of names, is named Rufus. So do you love the name Rufus? I've always loved Rufus, and I just love Ru as a nickname. I just think Ru is really short and sweet and trendy for a boy. Kind of reminds me of like little Ru kangaroo, which is really, really sweet, but just really adorable. But I had to include this because I was reading some forums about baby name nicknames, and there was a mum who had a Rufus, and her nickname for him was Rhubarb. I was like, that is just the cutest, quirkiest, sweetest little pet name. Obviously that's not like a nickname as real name, but Rhubarb, I mean, it's just too cute. So yeah, have a little Rufus, nickname him Rhubarb, and you will always be happy every single day, I promise. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this Baby Name Mondays. I've got two favourite nicknames. One is Pip for boys and one is Kitty for girls. And I would love you to think of long form names that these could be nickname names for, if that makes sense, in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Share this with a friend who might be naming a baby. They will love you forever if they can come over here and join in the baby name fun. And I will see you all on my next video, which will be family vlogs throughout the week and a baby name next Monday. Lots of love, guys. Bye bye.